Hey everybody, Mike here, Mike's Computer Tips. How the heck is everybody doing? Sunday, fun day, another day in the neighborhood. Glad everybody's here. Thanks for supporting my channel. Just putting a little bit of lights on, getting some light on the subject. Sunday afternoon, having my tea, watching 48 Hours on the YouTube. Always good to be with you guys. I'm really excited about the videos that are coming out in the future. I got some good plans for some videos. So keep supporting me, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to keep coming out with content at least a couple days a week, if not more. But I figure 3-4 days a week, it's just about right for me. I used to make 5 to like 10 to 15 minute videos. Now I'm making 24 to 30 minutes. So I think that's a lot better. Hopefully YouTube will think so too. It's been a minute. I haven't been. I did take a break from YouTube, and then I came back. I was doing computer jobs, and I just really put YouTube kind of on the back burners, not for watching YouTube, but for making content. And people still watching my videos, and that's gave me the incentive to come back and make some more, because I know people still want to watch more. I can tell by the amount of people, like 5-6 hours a day watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys every day. You guys are so constant. When I drop out a video, it's like, you guys are giving me that thumbs up and everything, and I appreciate it. Hats off to all my friends on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and all the other platforms that are out there making content. And I hope you guys are doing great and having great success with your channels. And yeah, so here we are, like halfway through August. This month is like flying by. Just the other day it seemed like it was July, and then June was like a couple high winks before that. Pretty cool. I'm working on a couple projects with a friend of mine. We're fixing a MacBook Pro screen, replacing that. Got my tea with honey, my staple drink, which I drink 2 or 3 of them a day. I really like them. I looked up honey, and it said it was very good for you. So I'm like one of the best buyers in my town, I guess, for honey, because I'm always drinking it. Lately I started with the chia seeds. I got water and chia seeds. I tell you, if you want to feel full and not feel hungry all the time, this is the best thing I've found, is get these buy chia seeds and put them in water and let them sit for like 15 to 30 minutes, and then after that you could drink it. It's good for a lot of different things. Look it up on AI, and it's so many different things. For one is for weight loss, one is for omega, heart health. There's benefits also for feeling full, and good for your stomach and your kidneys and everything. So yeah, chia seeds. I mean, they kind of swell up, so you have to wait like 15-30 minutes, let it sit, and then when you drink it, they swell up in your stomach, kind of like making you feel full and not bloated. So it's a really good thing to do. I'd recommend doing it every day. I've been doing it like almost every day, at least once a day. I put in I did miss yesterday, but the day before I did it. And sometimes I'll even put the seeds in my tea, and let it sit for a few minutes, and then after like 15 minutes, and I'll start drinking my tea with the chia seeds in them. And you can get them anywhere, you know. You really can. Another thing that's really good is turmeric. Yeah, I mean, that really helps in a lot of ways. You put turmeric with a little honey, and then you put a little bit of black pepper to activate it, and mix it up, and take that every now and then, and it's good for inflammation. It's good for all kinds of different things. So if you feel like having an ibuprofen or a Tylenol for pain, which is really bad for you if you take a lot of it, best thing to do is get some turmeric and a little honey and black pepper and mix it, and just take it on a spoon, and it will help. It's like the anti-inflammation thing. So, yeah, what are we going to talk about today? Well, you probably haven't seen one of these, and this is a power supply tester. If you're not sure if your power supply is working, this will test 20 and 24 pin power supplies on your desktop computer. And it's pretty simple, you know. You plug it in and it tells you if it's good, if it's on the correct connection. I do have another charger, which is like the phone batteries, you know, the little round ones. Well, they're also the same batteries that your laptop has in it. Laptops do have batteries in them to keep the time and the CMOS settings, and they're only good for a couple of years, so it's good to change it. And you can test your batteries with one of these. They're real inexpensive. You can get these online for a couple bucks. Tells you if your battery's bad or not. I always keep that laying around just in case I need it, and see what other goodies I had. But yeah, I bought this wireless mouse the other day. It was only like $6-7. You never know when a customer or someone's going to need a wireless mouse. Sometimes it's good to sell it with a laptop. If you sell a laptop, it's like an incentive. I have that. I also have a brand new charger I'm selling. I bought this a while ago, and because the customer needed it, but then he found his, so now I have it. It's a brand new HP Blue. Blue meaning blue tip, 65 watt power supply. I also have, you never know when that's going to come up. They're very inexpensive. I bought this like a month ago, and it's just a, you know, regular DVD CD-ROM burner. So you never know, someone will need a burner. Somebody said that they wanted one, but then they never contacted me. So that's okay, because you never know when you're going to need this stuff. So I always try to keep one new one so I know it works. There's no question about it. I'll keep one if someone needs to. I have these 120 gig 2.5 128 gigs, and these are SSD hard drives. They're like $9 or $10, 120 gigs. They're kind of small, but you know, if you don't do a lot on the computer, you know, it's pretty good, because a computer with some programs on it will take up like 3 to 8 gigs of space, and then you have an extra like 100 something. So sometimes those, if you're not going to do much on the computer, those drives are okay. I do have a 240 also, which I keep. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's somewhere else. A 240 drive. You never know when you're going to need that. They're very inexpensive. I think I bought this one on like Temu. No, Forgot where it was. Yeah, these are very expensive, and that's a 256 hard drive for a laptop or a desktop, solid state. That's the way to go. If you're still on a computer that has an old hard drive, you know, get with the program. You gotta have like an SSD because it makes it run like 10 times faster. And what's nice about SSDs too is you can just take one SSD out of a computer, put in another one. You know, you might have to install some drivers, but you know, it will work. Because of those old hard drives, and you know, a lot of times it wouldn't boot up. But SSD is definitely the way to go. And if your motherboard has M.2, that's even better. You know, you have SSD, which is fast, but if you have a later model motherboard, one of these M.2s or even 10 times faster than SSD, the NVMe, they're called M.2 NVMe, and I keep those with my other hard drives just in case I ever need one. I even have an Apple hard drive because I bought a MacBook that went bad from somebody a couple years ago, and I have a screen and I have the hard drive to it. Everything else is bad, but those parts are still okay. And yeah, so today my new purchase was, I got me one of these guys because I needed another place to plug stuff in. It was like 2 for $10. I went and picked these up at the store. They're regular, you know, O&N companies, usually the cheapest you'll find. Walmart sells a lot of them, and it's 6 outlet surge protector. So I needed one for if I need to hook anything up behind me. I plugged in a surge over there. I don't think it has a light on it, but or maybe I gotta turn my light on. I don't know. But I'll check that out later. I'm sure it works. You know, I never bought any surges that didn't work. But I got like one here that I've had forever, and then I have a little small surge strip over there, and now I have the third one, which is on the other side of the room. It's kind of hard to see. I'll move the camera around, and so that's my new surge, and I'm gonna be able to hook up. I'll have 4, 5, 6 places to plug in. I'm not going to plug them in all 6, but at least I'll have the option of being able to plug in something over here. Now I have that hooked up. Down here, I have some old games that somebody gave me. Actually, this is Outlook. How do you learn Outlook if you want to learn Outlook? I have a disc for that. And learn Excel. Somebody told me one of these is like $69 online. I don't know. Somebody gave them to me. And somebody also gave me a nice laptop bag, which is really nice. This is like a really nice one. They took good care of it. So I have 2 laptop bags. Really don't use them, but I have them. Sometimes I use one as like a tool bag. But yeah, I have that. This I'm gonna throw away. My cat loves when she finds little pieces of stuff. That's why I have to make sure if I have any wire or any metal or anything, I have to throw it out because this cat will like chew on it. I mean, she finds everything no matter what you have. What else we got going on? Oh yeah, the RAM. We were talking about RAM the other day. You know, I have these old PNY 4 gig sticks, DDR3. I think these came out of an old computer. I have those. I also have a bunch of DDR3 laptop, and I have DDR4 and DDR5. Somebody was upgrading their computer, so I got like 2 8 gigs of DDR5. I think 8 gig each, you know. And I believe I have 2 8 gigs of DDR4 laptop. So, you know, someone ever needs them, or I ever get a laptop that needs to be upgraded, you know, and it works, I can always throw it in there. Also, I wanted to hook up my camera. I got my camera right here. My Logitech webcam, which I love. I used to use this a lot doing videos and stuff. I'm gonna hook that up again. That way you guys could see a lot more of my area here, which I call the lab. Be able to see a lot more with the camera. Now you got the wide view, at least you can see more of it. You can't really see too much of everything, so like sometimes I'll put the camera, like, get this out of the way. Let me move this for a second.